also done some research on marketing investment in AI. Would love to
Yeah.
hear, what are some of the findings that you think are particularly important for marketers to see or hear? And anything surprise you out of that study?
Yeah, I think, if you are just embedded in the conversation on LinkedIn and elsewhere in B2B, and I talk to tons and tons of marketers, you would think that everybody is investing in AI. That was, what I expected to see. And what we actually saw was slightly over half of organizations have specifically budgeted AI. Let's make sure that we're bringing AI into our marketing practice. And so that was like 55%, I think, or something like that. So that was surprised me that it was so low. And I think it's really important for us, as if you're thinking of yourself as a marketer, to remember that the people that you talk to all day, every day, are not everybody. And if they're on, this is just like with politics, right? If they're on LinkedIn and they're talking to you about it, they are not normal right now. That's not how everybody operates. It's probably how more people operate than they used to, but there's a whole world of people out there who are not spending all day monitoring LinkedIn for conversations about these things. And so what they're doing is different. And so that's one. The other one, we asked, all right, so is this budget coming? Is this additional budget, or is this coming from something else? 50-50 split on that. So, in a lot of cases, in about half the cases, something is suffering because we're going out to add AI to something. And there does seem to be, of course, an expectation that we're going to add AI and it's going to make everything else better. And that seems, if half people are budgeting, they're putting, they're taking budget from other places and they're putting it toward AI. I think that's telling you that they expect to get more from what they're already doing with that AI. But when you look at the specific application, so we asked that about like 9 different applications of AI. None of them are particularly well subscribed at this point. And the one that's got the most users, not surprisingly, is content creation. And I think I get these numbers right off the top of my head, but I think it was like 55, 58%, something like that, of people said they were using AI for content creation. We asked, how confident are you that it's going to help you hit your goals this year? And that one was underwater. Only about 40-something% of people thought that was going to help hit goals. So people are doing it, I think, largely because it's available and you can, and they have some mandate to go out and use AI, but they're not really expecting to get much from it. Kind of a bummer, that approach. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, like about the same number or more people thought that automating process with AI would be super helpful, but it's not very well invested in. I think less than 40% of organizations are doing anything in that realm. I think that is probably a place where we're going to get a lot of gains from AI. It's just starting to really automate processes and take humans out of the boring, repetitive, error-prone loops and those kinds of things. But I think because those are probably a little more complicated to implement, they're not as well subscribed yet. So those are a couple of the things that I think are important for everybody to understand.